As I was driving up the driveway this morning, coming back home from an errand, the 6 turkeys that hang out in the back field were on the side of the driveway. They are trotting down the road, the path. Christine and I are at Sackets Harbor today. It's a windy day. Lake Ontario is behind us. This is a state historic site. During the War of 1812, the British attacked Sackets Harbor to try to disrupt the Navy's shipbuilding facility. They did lose the battle. It was in May of 1813. We're here to meet some friends for lunch. I flew with this gentleman that we're meeting, and he and his wife both grew up in this area. Matter of fact, his wife grew up on a dairy farm, and as a teenager was the New York State Dairy Princess one year. That's a big honor here. All right, so here we are at lunch at, what's this place called? Boathouse. And I'm with Steve and Patty. As I mentioned,
Hi,
Steve
babe.
and
Christine.
oh, and there's Christine. Where's Christine? There she is.
Sackets Harbor, New York.
Steve and I flew in the Navy together, and
Way
Patty,
back when.
way back when. And Steve is still flying,
Still flying.
and Patty is his wonderful wife, still keeping him under control.
Absolutely.
I'm the CEO of Steve Herring.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna have a great lunch, and we'll check in with you later. I'm walking down the camp this morning, do a little more work on the destruction. About 8:30 in the morning. Pretty foggy out. Little bunny on the trail here. Might see some turkey down by the camp. It'll be a nice day. Hopefully I can get a lot of work done. Hey, bud. Well, I think I'll get done this year on the camp is take the rest of this porch down. My plan is to get as many of the 2x4s out as possible that are the support, and then take the end ones out with the tractor to allow the roof to come down and still be attached to the camp. And then I can start taking the roof apart more easily instead of climbing up to it. On the inside, I've taken most of the ceiling panels out. I just have 3 left. I'll do that this morning. I found somebody that wants that wood. Then I have an antique dealer who is interested in the old metal bed, 2 beds, and have some metal to take to the recycler. And that's probably all we'll do here. Also found somebody that wants the windows, so when I take those out next year, get rid of those, and this wood burning furnace, stove, whatever you want to call it. Someone that wants that as well. So that'll be good. Slowly get rid of this place. Two 2x4s removed from the porch supports. Got a chain hooked up to the tractor, hooked up to the last 2 supports. I'm just waiting for the safety observer to show, and what could go wrong? All right, my safety observer has arrived, and we're going to give it a roll. Well, the tractor pull was slightly anticlimactic, which is good. And then Christine and I figured out how to take it down one little piece at a time, and got it all down. Took a while. Got piles of debris, quite a bit of wood. Some of it salvageable. A lot of it we'll have to go to the dump. And I only got one scrape from a nail somewhere, not too bad, and one puncture wound. But you know, that's really the only injury I had in this whole project, and that's pretty darn good. So I'll sweep this up, make it nice and clean. I always leave the job site clean. You never know when you're gonna get fired, and you want the next crew to come in and, you know, hey, this guy was all right. Wonder why they let him go. All right. Cheers. I'm behind the cider mill. That's the 3-bay garage next to the farmhouse. Setting up a ladder to fix the roof. Some of the tin blew up this past winter. And I've really never been back here. It's all grown up. Stuff in here, rocks. I don't brush hog it. So you don't know what you're going to find. And today I come across a couple old bottles. And the one that I lifted up looks like it's never been opened. So I don't know what's in it. Maybe it's some of Grandpa's cider. Here's what we have up here. Big section tore up. And then one section ripped off, which I found on the ground. I think what I'll do is throw a rope over the top, secure myself to the tractor, because this is pretty steep slope. Not interested in sliding down. And we'll nail it back together as best we can.